Here with Clarion head coach Chris Weibel on exploreClarion.com. Chris, you guys had an awesome season last year, 7-4. What do you guys have to do to maintain the success and maybe take it to the next level this year?
Stay healthy. That's the number one. Staying healthy and learning how to practice to stay healthy, which is a hard thing because you have to practice and do certain things to be ready for the season. Some things now we learn we have to be careful to make sure we stay healthy. We don't have the depth, to get a couple key injuries at certain positions, and now we're teaching some younger guys, how to play the position again, which then we're back to square one.
One of the key areas that you return is at quarterback Connor Simmons. He broke all of your school records last year. Probably a little bittersweet for the coach, but you always, as a coach, I'm guessing, like to see that sort of success. What does Connor need to do to take the next step this year?
Again, just film. Knowing what somebody's going to do against them, knowing how someone's going to stop our attack, getting the ball to the playmakers, which we have a lot of this year. We're fortunate enough to have guys all the way across the board that can make something happen with the ball. And if Connor can recognize certain things and get the ball out, and he's gotten a lot better at that. And I know he's worked as hard as he's ever worked this offseason to be a better quarterback, which starts from your feet. His feet are better, his mind's sharper. And not only him, but the team, they know what it feels like to win now. So that it makes them more hungry to do the off-field stuff and be prepared.
What are some of the different challenges you've had in your second year that maybe you didn't have in your first year? What did you learn from your first year that you've been able to make better in your second year as head coach?
That's a good question. Just to continue to build relationships, I think is huge for our program. Getting to know each other, not disappointing each other, and just the work that it takes, to be champions. We know how hard we worked last year, but we ended up 7-4. They got to understand, my guys got to understand, and my staff, how hard we have to work to be champions. So that's something that we need to improve on. Just working harder and understanding what our goal is, and do whatever we can to reach it.
You don't get to see the turf at Memorial Stadium a whole lot. After your season opener against Lockhaven, you go on the road for 3 fairly tough road games. What kind of challenge is that going to present to the team?
There's always challenges with road games. One thing I always liked as a player, though, I loved overnight games. To get away, get out of town, stay in a hotel, be with nothing but your team and your coaches, eat some pretty good food, it's kind of like you're on vacation. So I always liked those and enjoyed those, and I think the guys do too. So the overnight games, they don't worry me because we'll get our rest. We'll get our nutrition. It's the games that are an hour and a half to 2 hours drive, which you got to drive to. Those are the games that I don't like as a coach, or as I did as a player. And I think those are the ones that are hard for the players. The overnight games are easy, I think.
Well, good luck this season, Coach.
Thank you.